We live, baby, we live. Just have some music to listen to. That's what I really wish. I wish I had some music to listen to. But we're gonna sit here, we're gonna talk today. But while we talk, we're gonna get it in today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing today? How you doing? So the girl fell off a little bit, got a little tired there, kind of burnt out from exercising and staying on routine, trying to stay disciplined and doing all this other stuff. I've been burnt out lately. And I've been dealing with my style and my health and this and that. So then I took my shot Thursday. And my shot kind of like gave me a full loop. It's just trying to balance everything. Good morning, good morning, good morning, sissy. How you doing? My sister's here in my room. Hi, sissy. I love you. So, I have been burnt out lately, kind of just tired and trying to balance being a wife and just dealing with life, period. Trying to get my health in order. And sometimes I just need to recharge, guys. Just need to recharge. You need to sit back and just recharge everything. So that's what I'm doing today. Today is a recharge day. I'm trying to get back on track. I haven't worked out all week last week. So I'm just trying to get myself back on track. It's hard. It's really hard trying to balance everything. Life and the tell-lie vision. The tell-lie vision, because that's what that is. That man lies all day long. And I love you too, sissy. I'm trying. But we're gonna get there today. We're gonna do this live today. And we're gonna get there. We got a little 15 minutes to warm up, and as we warm up, we're gonna go a little bit faster, take our time with everything, and we're gonna get this. Welcome everybody that's in the room. That's my sissy. What are you doing? I hope your day is going good. I hope you have a productive day and peaceful day and a great day. So, let's talk about it, y'all. Let's just talk about Jero, everything. Let's just talk about how it makes you feel. And listen, I'm going to say this once, and I'm going to say it like, Jero has saved my life. It really has. It's given me a purpose. To want to get my health in order. I have like this vision for myself. And I'm halfway there. I'm at 195, guys. I'm at 195 from 267. So I have this vision to be moving on up. I have this vision for myself that I want to have by the summertime. So I think I just need to work a little bit harder, stay a little bit more focused on my goals and what I want to do. And Majoro helps that. When I first started my journey, if anybody's new to the room, I started my journey October 7th of 2025. And I've literally been on Majoro for 6 months. And I've lost over 75 pounds. So that's just partial of my story. My AC1 as of Thursday last week was at a 5.1. And I was so ecstatic for that because it was at a 7.1, guys. It was so high when I first started. And as y'all know, I got sick. And we ain't going to talk about all the sickness and the bad stuff that led me to where I'm at today. I'm just grateful that God saved me. And we got to this point. And we're doing everything through God. Yes. We're playing hooky from work. It's not good. You still on. Oh my goodness. I'm so grateful that God has been allowing you to get the results you're looking for. I am sissy. And the good thing about it is that when I went to the doctor Thursday, she said that she's not going to move me up on my Mounjaro. And I'll be at 7.5 until further notice unless I hit a plateau. And we're going to talk about plateaus. We're going to talk about all of this because all of this stuff goes into each other. And sometimes you got to, I know a lot of people say, well, what's the purpose of moving up if you're not losing any weight and you're at a stall and this, that, what's the bigger dose going to do and stuff? Sometimes your body needs a heavier dose because that's all it can do for that point at that time of the moment. So sometimes you can eat all right, you can eat good, you can do all of that good stuff. But sometimes you just need a little bit more of a dose to help you with it. I think it just goes in stages. Sometimes you just need, and you don't, if you feel like you don't need to move up, then don't move up. Stay on the dose that you're on. But me, literally, I had lost all my weight on 2.5, and then when I went to 5.0, I got to a plateau, and then I moved up to 7.5. So you got to do what you got to do for you. At the end of the day, I am not a doctor. I am just on my own personal journey. Please do not think that I'm telling you guys what to do or any of that. But I am on my own journey to lose weight. So yeah, like I said, I'm not an expert, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, This is just my own person. This is my disclaimer, putting my disclaimer up. I'm just showing you guys what my journey is, what I did for my journey to get my life in order. And I'm just taking you guys along the ride. By no means am I telling you guys to go and do what I did, or I just wanted to share my journey with you guys. So, for those who are new here, my name is Seneida, and I am on a Mounjaro journey. I am on a GLP-1 journey for a better life to lower my AC1, and I've committed that. I've done that. I'm ecstatic about that. So that's just me. I'm working out as far as to get some of my body mass down, because I still feel like I'm still wide in some areas. Like in this area, I'm a little wide at, so I'm still working on burning that fat energy from my upper part of my body. But we're going to get there, guys. We are going to get there. In the name of Jesus, let's pray. Pray for me, guys. Just pray for me. So anybody that wants to go on their own journey, I suggest, you to go talk to your doctor and ask your doctor what's your best regimen for you. But always remember, Mounjaro is not for weight loss. It is to lower your sugar. It is to help balance your sugars. But it also helps with the weight loss as well. So this isn't one of those drugs where you just say, oh, it's weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. It's not even about that. You can lose the weight if you do the program. You got to put the work in to get the results. It's like having faith. That faith don't get the work, right? Okay. Well, you got to put the work in at the same time. So, putting the work in, and I'm starting to see my results. So, I haven't worked out all week, guys. So, I'm gonna be a little bit trying to get this cardio up. So, let's exercise today. Y'all can get to watch me exercise. And thank you for joining my room. So let's get it in. Any questions that you have, leave them in the comments, and it'll be good. Yes, I have been eating super healthy. Well, lately I've been eating crab legs, but those are healthy too. I found that out. I looked that up. A lot of people say, why are you eating crab legs? Isn't crab legs fattening? No. Crab legs is on the Mounjaro diet. I don't eat anything that's not on the Mounjaro diet. I just don't eat the butter and the fats. I don't eat the carbs. I don't eat the butter. I basically stick to leafy greens, high protein meals. Even in my water, I have creatine. I have protein powder in here, and I have collagen in my water. Collagen helps with my skin, my nails, and my hair, because Mounjaro breaks down your muscle and it can make your hair fall out. So I have all that in here. I try to. Trying to get that workout in. Let's go. Whew. Now, I'm not at a point where I'm running, but I'm there. Let's get my heart is just gonna have to get back into this, because cardio is no joke. But it's okay. We're gonna get this today. In the name of Jesus. We're gonna get this. That's where I messed up. I wasn't putting in the work. Well, you always get do-overs, and don't put yourself down for it, because God gives second chances. Now, the choice is yours at the end of the day of what you want to do and how far you're willing to go and what you really want. If you want it, you want it. But as women, as wives, we have a duty as wives to, do what we have to do. And it's kind of hard to balance life as women nowadays. And we just have to find that balance. That's it. Find your balance. It's just like when you learn how to walk as a child. You learn how to walk. Walk. All it does is fear just prevents us from not doing what we need to do. So we have to release that fear. We release that fear in the name of God. We ask God to give us our grace. Because we all know as women, we have it the way we have it. Not every woman's life is easy. Let me repeat that. Not all women's lives are easy. We live in a time and a day now where there's men that don't even respect women nowadays. So, some men don't even find value in having a wife. And it's kind of hard to love men in that era. So, we have to... I did my 15 minutes already, y'all. My 15 minutes is up. Now I'm burnt 70 calories. Now I'm at 1.6 miles now. And then I did 158 miles. My 15 minutes is up and now it's time to go to another one. So I'm going to work this out for this little cool off moment. As you see, I got my heart rate up. We have to find your balance, and as women, we just have to do what we have to do. It's not going to be peaches and cream all the time. It's not going to be perfect every day. We're not perfect patty. We don't need to be perfect. God didn't make us perfect. So we have to fight a little bit harder. We have to fight for everything that we have, honestly. We have to fight in our marriage. We have to keep our marriage. We have to fight for God, because God wants us to draw close to us. He talks about women in the Bible very dearly in the Bible, even down to his mother, Mary. So we just haven't tapped into that yet. And that's what we need to do. We need to tap into the things that are in the Bible. You have to live in that way. Yeah, I feel you on the menopause weight because I haven't gotten my menstrual in 6 months once again. So I feel like all of these weight stalls that I go through, like I feel like I've been at 195 for a minute now, and I don't feel like I'm gonna go down because of it. But I don't know. The menopause thing got me on a loop right now. It really does, because I'm in menopause and hormones, and I'm like 1 minute I'm like rah, and then the next day I'm like ugh, and then there's other days when I just don't want to be bothered at all. But I find myself snapping a lot more, and I find myself dissociating a little bit more on a daily basis. Ooh, thanks, babe. Hot flashes. Alright guys, we gotta go on to the next machine. Hold on for a second. 1 minute, work my machine off. Alright, let's go to the next machine. Hold on, guys. This way I can talk to you a little bit better. Because I feel like they be staring at you over here. So we're going to do this. Give me one moment, sissy. This is the machine that I'm going to do. Hold on. It's called the Elevate Row. I don't know if you can see the pictures of it, but so let me read my comments real quick. My sister said that's right. Yep. You have to fight for it, sissy. That's all you have to do. And you can't let that menopause tell you what you're going to do. Like I said, if you want a healthy life, you're going to go for your healthy life. If you want diabetes, you're going to get diabetes. If you don't make change and you don't do the things that you're supposed to do, then you're not going to see no results. And at the end of the day, you have to see your results. It's just like working all week long and then you don't see a paycheck. You're going to be like, what's going on? It's just the same concept. You just, look at it in a way that you can say, okay, I'm going to do this. You just make time for it. I mean, we can go to work 5 days out of the week. We can go home. We can go to the man and make our money, but we got to make little small sacrifices just to get the little bit of happiness. We make money all day long. Money is money. At the end of the day. But I do this because I want to see a better version of myself. Not because I'm doing it because of my husband or anybody else. I do it because of me. So let's get this workout real quick. So they get to watch me do my little exercise. I got to get back into the groove of everything, so I haven't worked out all week. And I'm trying to work on my upper part of my body. Just trying to feel confident in the things that I do. So, like I said, it's a daily struggle just to be a woman and be a wife and all that good stuff. Break time. I'm getting back into the swing of things. So we just have to do what we need to do, guys. That's all. And there were some things that I really wanted to talk to you about, like as far as like the Manjaro and stuff like that. But we'll talk about that on another day. But so yeah, guys, I don't think I'll be going up to 10 on Manjaro because as of now, my AC1 is at a 5.1. So my doctor told me when I went that we're not going to move up. So she's more concerned about the low blood sugars. She asked me if I am having any low blood sugars, and I told her no. My ranges are between 89, 91, and yesterday it was like 103, but that's because I ate tacos. Especially when you haven't eaten flour or like certain starches or carbs that you haven't eaten in 6 months, your body reacts to it in a different way. So nowadays my body reacts to it in a different way, but it doesn't bring it up that high because of the Manjaro. So I ate the 2 tacos and it was at a 103. And that was the highest it's been in the last month. So, but my ranges have been one day it was at 135, but it's been pretty leveled out because I basically stick with the same foods: leafy greens, strawberries, berries, oranges, chicken, and I eat like turkey sausages or something like that, or shrimp. It's been basically that diet for the last 6 months. Now maybe I may have a little orange addiction because that's just like the only satisfaction I get out of my diet, honestly, besides the crab legs the other day. But I think I need to really start doing a little bit low carb just to see the muscle gain in my body because I feel like I've lost all this weight, right? And I don't see the muscle yet. And maybe it's because I've had kids, I've had a few kids or whatever, but I'm not seeing the muscle part of my body. So I see the weight loss as I can see it in my neck, I can see it in my face, I can see it in my arms, and I see it in my legs. And I definitely see it in my stomach. But I need to tone it up now because now it's starting to sag. And this is where I've been trying to build protein up and muscle all at the same time. So no, I'm not going to go up. It's already confirmed that she will not be putting me up. I think my AC1 is at a good range right now. She feels the same, and my blood pressure and everything is good. Now I'm just waiting on the results of my thyroid and my cholesterol and other tests, kidney function and stuff like that. But that takes a while when you get test results. But my AC1 is at a 5.1. She was kind of, happy about that. She said, you're doing really good. And she said from 267 to this, she said, you lost a lot of weight. So I feel like I need to just tone it up a little bit because it's starting to sag in places that you don't want to see it sag, like up under my neck. You see that little line right there. But in God's timing. I've definitely lost weight in my neck. I see it every day. Yeah, you're right. I'm working on it. I'm trying to build that protein. As much protein as I eat and weights that I lift and stuff like that, I feel like I'm not, maybe I need to do a little bit more weights, maybe. But yeah. But we're going to do this workout one more time. So let's get this set of 30 in real quick. Reps. Let's go do legs. I spilled my drink, y'all. Hold on. I gotta get somebody to clean up the drink. I spilled my water. Know where everybody's at, so. Sorry. I spilled my drink over there. I was just trying to let somebody know that I spilled my drink over there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right in front of the...
Over there by the row machine.
Okay.
Right on that side right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright guys, we're going to do some legs. If I can get the machine. Hold on. And it is available. It is. Let me show you. So this is the machine that I'm going to be working on today. Gotta make sure I don't spill my drink. All right. Yeah, I'm clumsy, sissy. I'm completely clumsy. So we're gonna move this up to, I think I can do 65-30. So we're gonna move that. And I feel like my chair is too, so I'm gonna move that up. And then we're gonna work on our legs. That's kind of hot too. Maybe I haven't been on it for a while. So we're gonna work on our stomach. We're gonna work on our legs. We're gonna do our stomach after this, guys. And let's work on these legs, girl. Let's work on these legs. I haven't worked out all week, so bear with me, guys. Just bear with me. And I appreciate anybody that stuck around with me, especially my sissy. Let me see what they're in this. Oh, well, I'm not as muscular as I used to be on my legs, but they're going to get there. I've lost a lot of muscle mass in my legs. So let me show you. So we're going to work on that today, though. Don't mind my chicken legs, guys. My legs are just small. Just take it back slowly. Just get that little extension. I try to do at least like set of 10, I'm sorry. You would definitely feel the burn in that one. And now we're going to work on the outer part. So we're going to spread our legs out just a little bit more. And we're going to do it like this now. Bring it in. All right. Gotta take a break in between sets. Boy, do I feel that burn. If you don't feel that burn, you ain't doing nothing. So, I still see the definition of the muscle in your legs, though. Really? I don't. Because I feel like I've lost a lot of muscle mass. Who taught you what machines to work on for what parts of your body? To teach me at well, let's start off slow when you're first starting out. Again, even though I know you know, but you always start off with the treadmill to get your cardio up, train your body into learning how to exercise. So you want to do your cardio first. And basically, I've been going to the gym for a while now, so I always start off the same way. But then I also had a trainer. I had a trainer at the Y when I was at the Y before I came to Planet Fitness. She showed me how to do everything. She showed me like proper techniques and stuff like that. So I did have a trainer at one point in time, but my menopausal weight wasn't going nowhere, and so I stopped doing it. And then after I got sick and everything, and I started going when I went to the doctor, and she told me what I needed and what I needed to do and stuff like that. And she put me on Mounjaro and at the metformin. And at that time metformin wasn't working for me. It started keeping it my sugars low, regulated, but not working like it should have been. and had it worked the way it was supposed to have worked, then I probably would have never got sick. You can start off with a personal trainer if you like, but you can also train yourself to know which machines you want to work on. If you want to work on just your cardio, you can walk it out the whole way through. If you just want to do a treadmill, whatever works for you, you find the easiest machine for you to start off easy. Just start off slow. That's all I'm telling you to do. Just start off slow. And you can do the bikes. You can do the bicycle. It's just like riding a bike. I had to train myself on that as well. So I mean, a personal trainer at the end of the day, she helped me learn my forms. She showed me what I was doing wrong. So if you like to get a personal trainer, you can if you like to. Sometimes it's easier to get a personal trainer for some people because it keeps them agile and it keeps them motivated to want to keep coming back. But if you get one of those trainers that's going to go at you hard so that you can lose it, you know, you're going to burn out before you even get started. So start off with whichever way you feel like it's going to work for you. If you need somebody that's going to help you stay motivated, and get a personal trainer. But you need to keep pushing yourself. Well, you just don't run before you crawl. You got to learn how to crawl before you walk. So that's an old saying of a movie we used to watch. You got to crawl before you walk. Just go slow. We're not young anymore. I'm 47 years old, so I have to take it slow, sister. You down there huffing and puffing, don't say nothing. You have to basically train yourself. You have to train your body because your body's going to be like, what in the world are you doing to me? But you have to train it to understand that this is what the new you is. We're not allowing that anymore. Your body's going to speak up for you anyway when you start feeding it unnormal stuff and stuff like that. It's going to be like, what are you doing to me? Like, what's going on here? I'm not used to this. Sugars and alcohol or whichever case, your body is not going to be, your body has to adjust to everything. No, that's my age. You're only 2 years older than me. Yeah. Oh God. All right, let's do this last set, and then we're gonna move on to something else. I want to try to get as much as I can possibly get in today because I only get an hour here. Hour and 45 minutes most of the time. And it's me trying to fit everything in, crunch. All right. Let's move on to the next machine, y'all. I just want to show you guys. So that's what I look like as far as like from my side. Let me see if you can see from my side. Stomach is somewhat went down. It's not all the way down. So let's do some let's do some shoulder presses today. You guys can see me good. All right. So thank you for joining me today, y'all. And I appreciate everybody that came into the room and started time. Thank you, sister, for joining my chat. So I'm going to end this live with a quick prayer. And we're going to end this live. And I pray that everybody has a great day. And I hope that God gives you everything that you want in life. And any struggles that you're dealing with. Asking God to protect people out there and protect each other and, you know, just to do things that we want to do. And to not allow ourselves to stray from our goals and the things that we want. So I pray in Jesus' name. Amen. So let's end this live with this prayer, and I pray that you pray for other people and keep the prayer chain going. And pray for people who you are. Pray for people even when we don't agree with them. And asking God to give you that grace and that peace and that joy to be able to have that peace inside of your heart. And on that note, I'm going to leave this where this is at. And I pray everybody has a great day. Bye. Nice to see you. I'll call you later.